Once upon a time, in the kingdom of Rosevale, there lived a little princess named Leah. She was born into the grandest palace with glittering towers and golden halls. Everyone in the kingdom adored her and expected her to grow up to be a perfect princess. A princess must be graceful, speak softly, and never get dirty, her teachers always said. But Leah was not like other princesses. She loved climbing trees, chasing butterflies, and wearing muddy boots instead of glass slippers. She preferred sword fighting lessons with the guards over embroidery with the ladies in waiting. One evening, Leah asked her mother, the queen, "Mama, why do I have to be a princess?" The queen smiled gently. "Because, my darling, you were born to guide our kingdom. That is your duty." Leah sighed. She didn't want a duty. She wanted an adventure. One quiet night, as the moonlight bathed the garden, Leah discovered a small, hidden door covered in ivy. Curious, she pushed it open and found a spiral staircase leading down into darkness. At the bottom was an old stone room filled with cobwebs and dust. On the walls hung maps of distant lands, a suit of armor sized for a woman, and a sword that shimmered faintly in the dark. Who's there?" Leah whispered nervously. A glowing blue light appeared, forming the shape of a strong, tall woman. "I am Serene, the first warrior of Rosevale," said the voice softly. "Warrior? But I thought only princes fight battles," Leah stammered. Serene's spirit chuckled. "That's what they want you to believe. But once, I too was a princess, and I chose to fight for what I believed in. You have the same fire in your heart." Leah's eyes widened. "I do?" "Yes, if you listen closely to your heart, it will guide you." The next morning, Leah made up her mind. She packed bread, water, her journal, and the mysterious map. She traded her silk gown for a cloak and boots. And before anyone noticed, she slipped past the palace gates and into the great unknown. Along the forest path, she met a talking rabbit named Minnie, who had lost her way. "Don't cry," said Leah kindly. "I'll help you find your home." They became companions and traveled together across rivers, hills, and valleys. One day, they arrived at a village being attacked by a fierce dragon. The villagers were terrified. But instead of running, Leah stepped forward bravely. "Why are you hurting these people?" she shouted to the dragon. The dragon, with glowing red eyes, spoke in a deep rumble. "They have taken my baby." Leah discovered a small dragonling locked in a wooden cage. She carefully freed it and returned it to its mother. "Thank you, little human," said the dragon. It flew away peacefully with its child, leaving the village unharmed. The villagers stared in awe. "Who is this girl?" they whispered. As Leah journeyed further, she helped a town fix its broken dam, taught children how to climb trees safely, and even outsmarted a band of thieves trying to rob a caravan. Stories of the brave little girl spread across the land. Eventually, news reached the palace. The king and queen sent knights to find her. When Leah finally returned home, her parents were waiting. "Leah, where have you been? We were so worried," cried the queen. "Mama, Papa," Leah said firmly, "I love you both, but I don't want to be a princess who stays in the palace all day. I want to be a princess who helps people, sees the world, and writes her own story." The king looked at her for a long moment. Then he smiled. "If that is your heart's wish, then go, my brave little princess. Make Rosevale proud." From that day on, Leah became known as the adventuring princess. She traded her crown for a traveler's hat and her royal robes for a trusty cloak. With Minnie the rabbit by her side, she roamed far and wide, bringing hope to every corner of the kingdom. She inspired children everywhere, especially little girls, to be bold, kind, and true to themselves. And Leah never regretted her choice, for she had discovered the greatest treasure of all, the freedom to follow her heart. Moral of the story: be brave enough to follow your own path, even if others expect you to follow theirs. Your true crown is your courage and kindness.